Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to a different type of stream. Potentially. Because I need to fix stuff, and I thought I'd bring you along for the journey. How nice of me. And then maybe we'll play Minecraft later. I don't know. We'll see. So this is OBS. Mitchie, welcome on in. This is OBS. This is what I use to stream. And this is what we're going to be fixing today. We're getting a lot of like double streams because of all this. If I enable studio mode, and then switch to build, and then go to alerts, this is what we need to be doing. Perfect. So the main thing that I need to fix in my OBS setup today is the alerts. So and that's what I'm going to be taking you through. We're gonna go on a journey. In fact, let me switch to this one because it works better. Oop. There we go. Mr. Lee, good evening, sir. How are you? I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you doing today? Okay, yes. We are fixing things. So, here is what we're doing, if you are interested. Currently, I use a service called Stream Elements for all of my alerts, which is this website right here. How do you zoom out? If I zoom out a little bit, I use Stream Elements for all of my alerts. So if I emulate a follow event, you can see that the follower alert pops up on here, and I don't have it added in OBS, so it's not popping up in OBS, but normally it would pop up in OBS as well. Now, Stream Elements is potentially going. Eric, welcome on in. How's it going? Stream Elements is potentially going, apparently. It actually looks like they're probably not going to anymore, but I thought that would be a good time in general to move off Stream Elements because I'm trying to rely less on services like this and more on local apps. So, I'm moving everything over to StreamerBot, which I'm already mostly using. The only thing that I use Stream Elements for is for donations and for the alerts. However, I'm finally moving my alerts over to StreamerBot as well, which is interesting because it's a bot. You know, Stream Elements is designed for overlays and StreamerBot is designed for bot things. But it's also very powerful and can fully do what I need it to do, which is excellent news. So that's what we're doing. We're moving that stuff over, and I thought maybe it'll be interesting for people to see. So I'm streaming it. And if not, just let's hang out and chat because I'm bored and I want to talk to people because I'm lonely. I got no one to talk to. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. So I'll try to explain what I'm doing. So you're breaking your stream. Sort of, mostly yes. So a very brief look here at StreamerBot. You have actions, which carry out different actions, and then in an action you have sub-actions, which is what actually does stuff. So right now, I have the new member action open in my YouTube alerts group. Now, this is triggered up here by these triggers every time I get a new member. It says new sponsor, that's just what StreamerBot calls it. It is actually a new member on YouTube. So if I do test trigger, you can see that this YouTube member thing is going to pop up, and it's going to pop up in the chat. Now, that's not a real channel membership that's just popped up in the chat. It's only in the YouTube chat, to be fair. That's not a real, you know, person that's just became a member. That's just a test. It's the same with like new subscriber as well. I can do test trigger. It'll do that. But yeah, so that's basically how it works. And then I have this sends the message. So this is just saying thank you for subscribing. And then this OBS section is what's doing all the stuff inside of OBS that makes it appear on screen. So we are first of all enabling the source that I have in OBS down here to appear. We are then updating the text so that it says the user of the username of the person. In fact, if anything, we should actually update the text first and then make it visible. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Let's switch these around. Then we are playing the sound, which in this case is that subscribe to Alien. Then we're delaying it for about 8 seconds so it appears on screen, and then we're hiding it again. So yeah. And that's why the follow thing hasn't worked when that person followed. But also, I feel like you're an alt account. You are. You are banned. If I can find the ban button. Wait, no, I just banned my bot. Oops. That wasn't what I wanted. Oh, jeez. I've accidentally... Oh, no. That's actually... That's an issue. I've accidentally banned Alien Bot. It was not part of the plan. At all. Oh dear. No, I can't. There we go. Jeez. Now I need to unban a... Can't believe I've just banned my bot by accident. Good evening. Getting rid of stream elements, or what's the exercise? Yeah, getting rid of stream elements, basically. Exactly that. Exactly that. Unban alien bot / mod alien bot. Jeez. If I do that, is it going to work now?
Subscribe to TheAlienDoctor.
It is. Good. Yeah, getting rid of streamer bot. That is, oh, not streamer bot, stream elements. That is exactly the occasion. And ideally not banning my bot in the process. That would be nice. So yeah, it's mainly just going to be a lot of doing the same thing over and over for each event. So I was just thinking we could hang out at the same time, have a chat, you know, just chill. Nothing too fancy. And then we'll play some Minecraft afterwards. Then we'll play some Minecraft. Maybe. Maybe we won't. There's also something else I wanted to do, which, seeing that's just reminded me. On... How do you do it with timed actions? Where's timed actions in here? I can't remember. Actually, maybe it is just... Nodecraft. I need to change that. That's from my old, the old server hosting company I used to use. Yeah, I wanted to do recent sub-act. No. Add OBS Studio scenes. Sets. No, that's filter. OBS sources. Set source visibility. Minecraft Java. Oh, that's just on the Galaxy background. Whoopsies. Nodecraft. Visible, hidden. Hidden. There we go. Then it will pop up on the screen as well. That's something else. That's something else I wanted to do. Can you... Yeah, you can see this. Alright, so anyway, back to what I was doing. So we need new member. So I think I finished the new member one. If I just do test trigger, then that should pop up here. There we go. Yep, and it's played the sound. Perfect. So then, what we need to do is copy this, because it's helpful to have it copied. Control C. We then need to go into Super Chat is the last one we want, and paste that in here. And then in OBS, we need Super Chat. So we need member text and member alert. And we need to paste these duplicate into the Super Chat group. And then rename these to Super Chat and Super Chat. Whoops. That's not right. That needs to be there. And that needs to be called alert. And then this one needs to be called text. No, Super Chat text. Perfect. And then if I unhide this, it should slide in. Excellent. And then now we just need to change this to Super Chat. Flimbles, welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you? Just fixing my OBS before we do some Minecraft. Trying to add in all my alerts. In fact, let's also do this now, and then they'll actually appear on screen for you guys as I'm doing this. If I add in seed, alerts, so I've basically just embedded this separate seed into this seed. So if I now trigger... that's the wrong one. If I now trigger one of these... such as Super Chat.
Chris Odom Roblox just super chatted. Test Super Chat.
Did I copy it to Java as well? Oh, I didn't. Whoopsies. Seed alerts into there. They go back to this. Let's not do Super Chat because it reads it out. Subscriber, test trigger.
Subscribe to TheAlienDoctor.
Maybe I need to transition. There we go. There we go. Now it appears on screen for you guys. Perfect. Then you can somewhat see what I'm doing. Okay. What did I get up to? Super Chat. So this needs to be updated to Super Chat text. This needs to be updated to YouTube Super Chat. I need a separate sound for Super Chat. I don't know what sound to use. What I've just been using is Zelda Breath of the Wild sounds. Because I like Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay. That one is different to what I was already using, I think. I think I was using... That one is going to be for subs and members. So maybe use this one for bits and super chats. If you're wondering what this website is, by the way, this is how I download music and sound effects from video games. It's called, well, it's right here, download.kindsider.com. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it has just like a ton of soundtracks from a lot of different games across the years. You can see on the side here all of the different series that it has. You can see, I mean, just recently, today actually, they've added some extra games on here, and there's loads that's been added today. But yeah, they've got loads. I mainly use it for the Zelda section, because I like using Breath of the Wild sound effects. But I also use it for the Minecraft section. So if you ever want to download Minecraft music from not just like the regular music, but even things like... Wait, a Minecraft movie OST Nintendo DS? What? They did an OST on the DS? Really? Wow, fair enough. Minecraft Live? They've got Minecraft Live sounds? Somehow. I don't even know how that works. Wait, what is this? Do they have Animal Crossing? Hey, Cathedora, how's it going? And hey, Silent Shadow as well, if I didn't already say hi. And hey, beans as well. How's it going? Oh my gosh, so much beans. What is this? And do they have Animal Crossing? They do have Animal Crossing, I believe, because I think I've downloaded Animal Crossing before. Yeah, there you go, Animal Crossing, and they've got a ton of different Animal Crossing games, going all the way back to 2005 by the looks of things. But yeah, you can download. So yes, they do. Here, I shall send the link in the chat for anybody that wants it. There we go. Metal? Metal? What? What? There's Mario. But yeah, no, there's actually like so many. Is there a way? Browse all. There is a lot of game soundtracks. Apparently there is 10 whole pages of game soundtracks. No, there's more. Wait, what is the final page? 204 pages of game soundtracks on this website. They've got Plants vs. Zombies. This is a mobile game. This isn't even the PC version. That's literally a mobile game. Moss, welcome on in. How's it going? Beans Loop? Yep. Geometry Dash. Oh yeah. This is what we like. Yeah. Oh, the memories. So yeah. If you ever need video game music or sound effects, then take a look at this website, because there's a lot of it here. I mean, there's even some Star Wars bits. I think I've got music from here from Star Wars Battlefront 2 before. I mean, the Lego stuff as well. Trying to make a Bedrock video. It is a challenge in today's economy. In today's world, making a Bedrock video. It is not as easy as just simply making a Bedrock video. Yeah, anyway, I could talk about this website for ages. It's just one of those really obscure things that's really helpful to have for downloading music. Let's play videos on here. Normally what I do...
Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor.
Yep. Normally what I do is... Shush. In the intro of the video, for whatever game it is, I'd put that game's music in the background as like the intro.
Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another second channel Let's Play here on Star Wars Out.
Which you may or may not be able to hear there. So, you know, and I've done that for ages. I did that with the Battlefront stuff. I did that with Zelda. In fact, I think I really did it with like the newest Zelda one, which I say newest, it has been a while. This video was recorded over a year ago.
Hello humans, I'm the
Yeah, it's just obscure stuff like that as well that I've used it for. I've used it for all sorts. Like, honestly, if you could think of a game, it is probably on here. It's got some, like, really obscure stuff. What Lego stuff has it got on it? Lego have some obscure games. It's got Lego Battles. I used to play Lego Battles. No way. Oh my gosh. It's loud. Well, that's cool. We're getting distracted, but that's cool. Anyway. Nodecraft should introduce a new loyalty program, not only for new subscribers, but also for people who have a server a long time and are happy with their service. So you should be able to enter a streamer you want to support, something like a monthly loyalty program where the stream gets a monthly cut of the subscription. So it's not only encouraging to use somebody's code to register, but also reward long-time users. What? Have a server long time. Oh, I see. Well, so the way it works with Nodecraft and their partner program is if you sign up to a server, with somebody's code, every time you renew a server, that person that you originally used the code on gets a cut of that. If you already have your server, then you can't like add in somebody's code, I don't think, when you're renewing it. I think it just has to be when you purchase it first. So you have to like rebuy the server if you wanted to change who your subscription was going towards or that sort of thing. But that does sort of exist, I guess. I think, if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly. Anyway. So. Have I done Super Chat? No, because I need a different sound effect, which I think I downloaded. We want this one. Boop. Okay, so now if we test that.
Jill Girl just super chatted. Test
It says
super
Jill
chat.
subscribed, obviously, or super chatted. Obviously she didn't. It was a test. We do need to add some delay on the speak, though. Let me add that there. We can delete that delay. How long is this sound? Seven seconds. So let's add 8 seconds of delay. Oh, we already have 8 seconds of delay. Okay, let's just add it after that then. Oh, also it's not hiding. I forgot to do the hide bit. Whoopsies. YouTube super chat. Okay, so now if I test trigger that.
Bird Blue just super chatted. Test super chat.
I feel like I'm waiting too long.
I found it as the small
Rapid
things,
Raven Warrior just super
everyday
chatted.
deeds of ordinary folk.
Test super
that keeps
chat.
the darkness at bay.
Let's do like 5,000. Mr. Barrog, welcome on in. How's it going? I'm messing around. With test super chats.
Blue MIDI piece symbol just super chatted. Test super chat.
That kind of works. In fact, can I, in Speakerbot, which is what I use to actually do the text to speech, can I, obviously I can't even remember how to use Speakerbot, it's been so long. Can I, okay, hang on, I see. It's just doing it on here. Okay, so let's just do the message without the super chat part.
Test super chat.
Is there a way where we can... I could almost do with this simultaneously running with this delay. Like, I don't want the delay. I want the delay to go as soon as this is triggered, not wait for it to finish. Crazy Cool Cam, welcome on in. How are you doing? I don't know how you do that, because I'm surely that adds delay. That's speak and wait.
Test super chat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I just move that there for a second.
Test super chat.
Oh yeah, it isn't waiting for it to finish. Fair enough. Sky, welcome on in. How's it going? How does one fix OBS on stream? with extreme skill, of course. That's how one does it. I mean, technically, it's also StreamerBot as well. But, you know, details, details, details. Let me adjust my... Let's adjust this. How are you doing today, Sky?
Test super chat.
You know, that works. In fact, we could lower this delay even more. Of course, that's why I stopped in for the skills. Yep, 100%, 100%, 100%. The bad skills, specifically spelt with a Z. GG, how's it going? Welcome on in. If somebody joins in the YouTube stream, they're just going to see all of these test messages in the chat and think that I have a lot of super chats and I'm very rich. Which is not the case. How are you doing, GG? Who is this alien guy? I don't flipping know. All right. The question is, why is this alien guy? Oh, jeez. Now you're asking the difficult questions. How am I supposed to know? Herbity. I'm great. Happy to see you streaming again. No, not the what? The Z? I have no clue what that means. Okay. I'm happy with that. Good job, me. Okay, we need to copy this one specifically then. And then, so that's all the YouTube ones done. So now we need to go to our Twitch alerts. For anyone that's just joined, oh, spelling skills with the Z. Oh, yep. I knew what I was talking about. For anybody that's just joined, what I'm currently doing is switching over all of my alerts from Stream Elements, which is what I used to use, over to StreamerBot. And basically, doing it in StreamerBot is much more manual because you're like messing around with OBS. But it's also better this way. So that's why I'm doing it. So yeah. Okay, so we can get rid of this delay. It's going to send message. We need this is just going to have this. And then we need to copy and paste as a duplicate. And then copy, paste as duplicate inside that group, which it is. Rename Twitch. Twitch bits. Perfect. Change the old image to Twitch. Cheer. Did you know, for anybody that uses Photoshop, in OBS, you can actually embed the Photoshop file. You don't have to export it as a PNG, which then means every time you make a change in Photoshop, you don't have to update it because it's just reading from the PSD. Fun fact for anybody that may or may not care. Okay, let's see. So that's all set to cheer. That's set to cheer. Cheer. Alert. Cheer text. So yeah, what we're doing is basically making it so every time somebody does something in the stream, whether it be a follow or bits cheered or you know, a sub, StreamerBot is going to show the source for a bit and then hide the source again, and it's also going to update the text with the person's username. Cheer. That is what we're doing today, if it was not already clear. But if it was clear, well, now it's extra clear. Thank you for user who just shared bits. Okay, perfect. And then this needs to switch over to share text. In fact, let me open up the StreamerBot streamer.bot docs, because I'd also like to put the amount that somebody's cheering in the message as well, but I don't know what the variable is for that off by heart. Okay, TTV cheer. This actually we have its own sound for, which is that toss some bits at your streamer sound. This one.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho ho.
Perfect. So we need this bits variable is gonna go in well, we've not got back to this bit. Nope, not. Where is it? GDI text here. User. So we want the bits, the number of bits cheered, which is this, and then the user in the text. We then are going to show the source. We're then going to play the sound. We're then going to wait probably longer than 3 seconds. How long is the song? That's the wrong one. It's 9 seconds. So let's give it like 8 seconds. Or let's give it 7 to account for some of the blank space at the end. It's alive! Hey Ron, how's it going? Welcome on in. How are you? Speaker bot is then gonna just do the message, delay, and then this needs to hide our TTV chair. Okay, perfect. Let's do a quick test.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty.
Percent raw input percent.
Okay, that delay needs to be longer.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho
Percent raw
ho.
input percent.
Also, that raw input is not working. UFO command is broken. Now it's intentionally disabled. I know there's a bit of confusion.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho ho.
Percent raw input percent.
Is that raw input just because it's a test? I feel like it should be. I feel like that needs to be message. I'm pretty sure it's actually message.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho ho.
This is a Twitch cheer trigger test doodle cheer 42.
There we go. That's better. Okay, I think that works. Let's go back to the YouTube one quickly for super chat, because I also want to add in this to the text. So it's going to say the amount that they've super chatted in the currency, and then it's going to be dash user, and then that matches the bits one. There we go. Cathedora, there's a 100% chance alien will build you a UFO. I don't know about that. that start bit was actually my impression of what a UFO crashing would sound like, which is specifically your UFO. Just to let you know. Oh, by the way, as well, I am testing a new extension on my channel for subtitles, because subtitles are good. I don't know how they are. I don't know even if they're on by default. Ultimate closed captions. I think you have to... They don't actually seem to be working. That's interesting. Waiting for broadcast of speech. Whoops. So maybe I've not set it up. I've just added mine as well. Did you have to do something to make them work? Because I don't think I've done it. It has to understand you to add it as a caption.
To TheAlienDoctor.
Is that like legit what you're saying? That it doesn't understand me? T-Man, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Ouch. Also, now we've just got an infinite stream. This is not going well. Because it can't see your eyes. Mindception. It's Twitchception. How? Not to go on a tangent. Twitch ultimate closed captions. But seeing as we are literally... No, I'm joking. I just saw it on your panel, so I added it to mine. Oh. What is this Inception? Everything. Aha. Maybe I haven't done this bit yet. No. United Kingdom. Do I have to start it every time? Install the Twitch extension. Done. Select your spoken language. Done. Start captions by clicking start listening. I have to keep the window open in the stream. Oh, I'm not going to remember to keep it open in my stream. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, this is great. Okay. You know what? It doesn't even matter if I show that password because it's local anyway. Why did you break OBS? Yeah, you'd have to be connected because it's local, isn't it? You'd have to have my IP to connect to it. You know what? We're not going to risk it. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Better be safe. Yeah. Can you have it open but minimize? You can. My main problem is I'm fully going to forget. I will fully forget to open it. Because Okay, this might work. This, I might have actually figured it out. I think it's just connected to my OBS. So I'm hoping that so I think right now it just works by default. Let me go back to this. By default, I think you have to press start listening and it will start doing it like that. But I think, from understanding it correctly, you can just have it connect to OBS. And then it will just listen from your OBS using WebSockets, which is like a way for it to sort of connect automatically, is what I'm hoping. Yeah, transcript only. We don't need no translations. Block terms. I'm sure, did I see a... Stream history? Ooh. No streams found. Integrate your closed captions in your stream. We don't need that. We don't need it baked in. Okay, I'm going to need to find a generic blocked words list on there, but that's okay. This is my daily dose reminder of why I don't want to content create so many things. Yes, it is. I mean, I think, well, yeah, as Ron said there, is as complicated as you want it to be. Of course. Yeah, see, I don't think this is working. If I press start listening while visiting the site, is it gonna start doing things? Are you recognizing my text? Which microphone device is it even using? The wrong one. You'd have thought it would use the system default, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Stream starting is simple, and then you bait it into rabbit hole. Literally, exactly that. Oh, there we go. Cool. It's now transcribing everything I say, and then that should be appearing on here. So now, if you want captions, you have captions. If you don't want captions, you can press the hide button and it will hide them. Apparently, you also have built-in Twitch captions, which I thought I disabled because they kept saying the wrong thing. They kept saying things that I was not saying, so I turned them off. We'll see. I might not, but Okay, I don't get this then. To sync closed captions with your video stream, making them available on most stream platforms. Oh, maybe actually these captions here, if I stop this, and then if I disable the OBS connection, maybe these captions are going to disable themselves. Hide. Yeah, these captions are no longer working. I see. Okay, so what I should be able to do is enable this then. This is getting the captions from OBS and putting it into the built-in Twitch captions. I think. But now, or is it? You know what? It might not be. I do wonder how these captions react to some accents. Yeah, that could be interesting. Can you add the CC to a stream deck? Yes, there is a, if you look at here, there was integration and it did mention stream decks by sending HTTP requests. Maybe I need to press start listening and then it's sending it to these captions and to the Twitch. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Honestly. Because there's also in tools, maybe? Captions. You can just do it this way, but this way is not as good. I'm not gonna... I really want to have captions on my stream. Because I know it helps people. But I'm also not gonna remember to have this website open. To be fair, I could add it in as... Let me try something that might not work. If I go back to my regular OBS bit, which is this. If I add it as a browser doc, custom browser docs, captions, apply. If I just add it in as a tab on here. That's already logged in. Start listening. Speech recognition not supported in this browser. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. If only we could get AI to voice your CC. No, this seems like a terrible idea. It is a very dangerous thing to do. So if you just use it as a browser source and not an OBS, do you need to be in a tab open? It looks like you do. Yes. It looks like you need to have that browser tab open for it to pick up your audio. It's not just picking it up from the stream or from OBS, which is actually quite annoying. This world needs less AI, not more. Exactly. Okay, well, I'll keep it open for now, and I'll keep it running once I've remembered. But that may not make a return next stream when I inevitably forget. I mean, you know what? I could automate it. On my stream deck, I could, as part of the button I press to start my stream, I could automate it to open that tab, and then it looks like it has a stream deck integration. So also automate it to, you know, do the thingy. That I can't think of. Start listening. That's it. Alien inviting Big Brother to listen to his streams. Yes.
I hate you so much. You suck, Alien. You suck. You absolutely suck.
A lot needs to be moved up.
Clip.
That should go there. And then these should go lower down. Which is what they were on this scene anyway. Well, I don't know then. Anyway, back to what I was doing before I went down like 10 different rabbit holes there. Which is fixing my alerts. That's like the only thing I came to actually do on OBS. Just put someone in charge of reminding you, and if they fail, then they get punished. This is an excellent idea. Even better if it's somebody that isn't here right now, so they don't know they have this responsibility. Val is now in charge of my captions. Let's go. A redeem. Someone cool I know has an automatic message reminding them to start CC. I think I'm just going to do it in play Skyfire. Yep, there we go. Skyfire. If you're not here to remind me about captions, then it's your fault if they're not on. This is an excellent plan. I think I can do it in... You know what? We'll have a look at the Stream Deck integration for it in a bit. Let's finish my alerts first, and then we'll do that. I think. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Which actually isn't regularly scheduled, because normally the program does not include OBS fixing. So really, it's not at all regularly scheduled. It's actually irregular. And if there was a schedule, it would be very, very irregular. So, you know. Anyway. Did I even finish the... Okay, that's the super chat one, which we updated to include the bit amount on the display. Let me just confirm that that does work. Okay, perfect. It has the amount in the currency and the username, which is exactly what we wanted. And then I think I did the same for the bits. Let's just confirm. Oh, you know what, though? I don't know if it's reading out the message. No, it said test super chat. It did read out the message. I needed to replay it in my mind. That also needs to be part of the alerts queue. There we go. Okay, so if I test this one now.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are
Even in irregular can be regular. This is true. This is true.
This is a Twitch cheer trigger test, not like this 42.
Perfect. And then it should disappear. In fact, we don't even need this extra delay. This extra delay after the text-to-speech, let's just set it to 1 second. Because this delay is just so that the overlay is on screen, or the alert is on screen. But there's no point. If we just add delay here, speak and wait, that would make way more sense.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are
42. Yeah, it likes the number 42. Interesting number selection.
This is a Twitch cheer trigger test, Shamrock 42.
It's still on screen. Oh, I did give it an extra second wait. Yeah, that works. That works, actually. Perfect. I should have done that to begin with. All right, new subscriber. Let's copy all of this to new follow. And then we need to go down here. We need to copy our template. So the reason I have this group as just a template, copy, paste, duplicate, is because this group is set up with the correct transitions, which is the slide at 9 seconds, and then obviously on the in is in the right, and on the out is on the left. Because that's how we're getting it. Like if I just show and hide this, you can see there that it's sliding in, which is what I like. Wow, you're making so much money today. I wish I could buy all of the camera lenses I wanted. You know what? Actually, I haven't even streamed since this has happened, so I know this is a fresh story. I bought a new lens that I've wanted to buy for a bit of time now, and I bought it on the 4th, on May the 4th. It is now the 21st, and it still hasn't arrived yet. I had a shoot on Sunday that I really wanted to use it for, and I couldn't because it hadn't arrived. So, did you get your lens yet? Hey, Thad. No, I didn't, and it's really annoying me. And what's worse is I went to this shoot on Sunday, and somebody else that, like, I was talking to about this lens originally because they were also going to get a similar one, although they were going to get the 1. They wanted the F... Okay, this is about to be lens nerdery So probably only Thad will care. Me and my friend were looking at the f1.2 version of the 85mm Prime. That's way too expensive, so I got the 1.4, which was way less expensive, surprisingly, because there's actually not a massive difference. He rented the f1.2 specifically for this shoot, so he rocks up with this 85mm f1.2, and I'm like, wow, you know, I really wish I had the one that I bought, but it hasn't arrived yet. So yeah, that's my story. We're used to nerdery around here. This is good because it happens a lot. Hopefully not too much. Anyway, twitch.tv. We need follow. We need to hide. Oh, it is hidden. And then we are going to copy these over to here. Make sure they are in the group, which they are. And then rename them to follow text. So this is the text that appears on top of the alert. And then this is the alert. And then on the alert, we obviously also need to switch it to follower. So now if we unhide that, you can see there, it's got that. Now we need to do the same thing in OBS. We're on follow, so we got to go subscriber text. Nope, this needs to be follow text. Twitch TV follow text. Twitch TV follow. That's the correct sound effect. TTV follow. Now, if we trigger this, it should appear in the chat.
To TheAlienDoctor.
And as you can see, it's also appeared on the screen with the correct name, which is what we want. Perfect. Okay, what else have we got to do? We need Twitch subs, so we're going to copy that from the new member. Paste that in here. We're going to, once again, we're going to copy the... Is there a keybind to duplicate? You could do it like Control D to duplicate. Although that might be deselect. It's not. I wonder if we could set that as a hotkey, because that would make my life so much easier. Oops. No. Copy. Oh man, could you not have... Could somebody make an OBS plugin that lets you have a custom keybind for copying sources? Because that would be really nice. Thank you. The alien lens nerdy doctor is in the house. Yes. I was talking about it to somebody at work that isn't a photographer, and he just kept going, lens nerd, lens nerd. Yes, I am. Okay, that's the follow. What was I doing? We need this. Needs to be copied. We got to paste the duplicate. Whoops. And we got a subscriber. We then got to get these. Duplicate. Whack them in the group. Subscriber text. And subscriber alert. And then after this, it's just raid. And then we've got all of the alerts so far, I think. Somehow watching all this magic makes me feel like those that watch me do redstone, because I'm confused with all this sorcery. I can try and explain it if you want. I am more than happy to attempt. I have already explained it a few times, but I think it was before you got here. I've done the raid instead of the sub. No? What? Sub. But it's raid. Okay, let me hide my screen for a second. In fact, that's a really bad view for you. Can I just, on here, can I just hide this? That's better. That's a better view. At least you have something to look at. I gotta open Photoshop, but Photoshop has my real name on, and it also has my face on, because my profile picture is my face, because I use it for work. Since I've arrived a little late, did OBS lose all your settings? It didn't. Okay, I will go over what I'm doing then in a second. Just let me sort this, because I've got OBS. Oh, I've got Photoshop open. It's going to leak everything. What do I need? Overlays, alerts, Twitch, sub. Ads in 30 seconds. Thanks, GG. Yeah, I've got the raid and the follower mixed up. That's so weird. There we go. Alien almost doxing himself. Yeah, so this raid actually needs to be subscriber. And this one. Oh, that's a sub. Thank you so much for subscribing, D-Man. I was confused because I'm testing them. I was like, is that real? But I think that's real. And Goldie played his walk on at the same time, which threw me off. Yeah, that was subscribed. T-Man has subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. It's much appreciated. This is what I say to ads. Yes, this is what we say to ads. We spend Jeff Bezos money on getting rid of them. Hey Goldie, how's it going? Expect it on your stream. Except on your stream it said YouTube member. Well, this is why we test. This is why we do exactly what we're doing right now. So let me rename this to raid because somehow I've got them mixed up. And then if I switch this to sub, you know what? I'll tell you why that is. It's because I'm actually in the process of fixing. Are we supposed to be on a black screen? Are you? I don't think you are. You're not on my little preview. It's supposed to be on this screen. I see no black. I mean, this bit's black, but everything else. This is a hype train. Really? One sub and there's a hype train? I'm not on a black screen. Great, just in time for ads. Yeah, sorry. Normally I'd take a break in ads, but not today because I feel like I'm not doing anything massively interesting that anybody's going to miss. We're just hanging out. We're just chatting, you know? I will explain what I'm doing after the ads, and then we'll see if anybody understands it. I'm just so special I can create hype wherever I travel. Of course. This is actually why they call you T-Man Hype Man. T-Hype Man. Yeah. Yeah, so the reason it said YouTube member is because I haven't finished... This is my subscription for Twitch, and it's all set to member right now, because I haven't actually finished switching it to subscriber. So if I do this... No, that's YouTube. We need Twitch. TTV subscriber. TTV subscriber. T to the T to the V subscriber. If I do that again, it's not going to have your name on. No, now it says follower. What? Did I select the... What? Okay. Let me hide my display. How have I managed that? Did I rename the wrong one? Goldie, thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime. For 21 months. Oh, although you have broken your streak. It's okay. Wait, that says follower. Okay, all of these... Let me just... That says... What? What? How is this possible? Okay, that says raid. That says cheer. That says follower. That says follower. That is weird. That is super weird. Okay, so let me change this to subscriber. Save. Close. There we go. That should be fixed now. Let me unhide my screen. Oop. What sound was that? A sound played and I don't know why. That was my old bit sound. But no bits were Well, things are happening. Alright, let's test this again then. Subscriber. I thought that was a bit cheer. But I don't think anybody cheered any bits. But that is my old bit cheer sound, but it should have... There we go. Thanks, Goldie.
Cheer 1 bits. Did you say bits?
That's the bit sound. Okay, did the subscriber say subscriber? It did. Perfect. Although it didn't trigger for Goldie's private one. Oh my gosh, it's all going off now.
Cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1 bits.
Thank you to Silent Shadow for cheering 5 bits, all individually, so that the text-to-speech person can say them all individually. There's actually not delay, bits cheered. Let's get rid of this delay, because I don't think we need it. Super chat, delete delay. There we go. Have redeemed hydrate. I don't have any water. Or anything to drink, really, at all. So that one may be a challenge. I'll get some late in a bit. Okay, so to explain,
sure somewhere in your brain what you're saying makes logical sense to you. But you might as well be speaking Swahili to me.
Yeah, this is I've been told this is a very common thing. So much better. I had to wait for ads to end so I didn't have to watch them all over again. That's weird. Did you have the weird black screen? This is very strange. All right. I'm going to attempt to explain an explanation. Hang tight. Oh, gee, that blurb is good. It's a good blurb. Thanks for the blurb, GG. Okay. This is OBS. Normally it looks like this for me, but right now I'm in build mode, which looks like this, where everything's a lot less and bigger so that I can build the setup. What I'm currently building is a scene that has all of my alerts on it. I can then embed this scene into my other scenes so they all have their own alerts. I appreciate that because of the chat it might be slightly hard to see. So each one of these groups is for a different type of alert. And then we're using StreamerBot, which is my bot, to control these alerts. So you have different actions in StreamerBot, and then those actions have different triggers. So for example, for my super chat, I have an action called super chat that is triggered up here by any super chat. It then runs these sub actions down here that basically control all of it. So it updates the text to say the name of the person that's done the super chat. It then makes the super chat group in OBS visible so that it appears on screen. It then plays the sound effects that I play when people do the super chat. It then has a little bit of delay so the sound effects can finish playing. Wait, there's actually just a setting to do that right there. Well, never mind, we've streamlined it even more. It then does the text-to-speech in a different app, and then it hides the alert up from screen again, so it's back to normal. If that made any sort of sense, then congratulations. If it didn't, then don't worry.
Cheer 4 never gonna give you up.
Oh geez, now we're getting
Never
rickrolled
gonna
by
let
the
you
stream
down.
lady.
Never gonna run around you and desert you. Never
man.
gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
This is making so much sense. I'm just picturing this is how I explain Redstone to Sluck. Nice. This is why I'll never be a streamer. Way too complicated. I mean, you don't need to have all of this stuff. There are other ways of doing it. My old way of doing it was with Stream Elements, which was a lot easier. But the problem is Stream Elements may or may not be shutting down, and honestly, I've wanted to move away from them as anyway. I'm trying to move everything to this software called StreamerBot, which all runs locally, so it's just way more powerful. But typically, the more powerful something is, the more complicated it is as well, which, in the case of StreamerBot, definitely applies. I welcome on in. How you doing? How's it going, my guy? All right, we need bits cheered. So what we can do is delete this delay and then finish before continuing. Perfect. So StreamerBot is like a plugin for OBS. No, StreamerBot is its own piece of software that can also interact with OBS. So it's basically what the? Thanks for the blurb. I don't need a 3030 super spell to stack of items, but I do have one. Exactly. That is a very good analogy if you're a redstone person. So StreamerBot is originally just a chatbot for your stream. So if I run like any command, I don't know, website popped up. If I run ! Website in my chat, then it's going to do the website command. That is being ran through StreamerBot. And that's sort of the basis of a chatbot. The thing about StreamerBot is because it's running locally on your PC, you can use it to interact with way more things. So using WebSockets, it connects to OBS. It also connects to Stream Elements, which I still use for donations. I've got stuff connected to my Stream Deck on it. I've got, obviously, Twitch and YouTube and also, basically, you can just use it to connect to a ton of stuff because it's running locally that a website couldn't necessarily do. I could use it to update files on my computer. You know, if I wanted to, I could get it to move the mouse for me. Like, you can get it to do all sorts. There's a ton, if we take a look in this menu, there's a ton of different built-in sub-actions in here. You know, if we just look at the core tab, for example, you can see how many different, like, categories there is. And then there's obviously all the integrations as well. So it works with YouTube and Twitch, which is a big thing for me because I multi-stream. It also works on Kick and Trovo if you use either of those platforms. It just has a lot of stuff, some of which I use. It's how and then the other thing is, if you're really smart, which I'm not, you can actually use it to code custom C#. Yeah, you could use it to code custom C# code and then get it to run that as well. Like, that's how advanced it is. You'd also be, this is StreamerBot. Fair enough. Thing is, if you're not somebody that messes around with OBS or streams in general, then you're probably not used to thinking about this sort of stuff, and so it's naturally a learning curve. I think if somebody that already streams and already has a basic knowledge of OBS would probably be able to understand, like, this a little bit more, because, like, they already have that background knowledge of streaming. But if you have never done that and have no interest in it, then, like, you know, it's not just going over the fundamentals of StreamerBot, it's going over the fundamentals of streaming. Remember the rabbit hole I warned you about? Yes. Thanks for the blurb, Goldie. Yeah, anybody does have any questions from what that was, then feel free to ask them. But if not, no worries. All right. So what have I done? I've done bits, I've done follow, I've done subs. I need to do my raid, and I need to do sub renewal. Which is actually just going to be the same as sub. So if I just copy that and paste it in there, then jobs are gooder. The only difference is with the resub is the Twitch message is different. Sure, if I took the time to learn about this stuff, it would be easier. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that applies to anything. But yeah. Okay, so the only one we need to do now is raid. So this is obviously triggered when there's a raid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not yap enough for you? Was I
No.
not yapping enough? Was I too quiet? Was I muted?
I can do more yapping. More yapping is a possibility. In fact, more yapping is guaranteed. That is an alien stream guarantee. If you want yapping, you are in the right place. Whoops. Raid alert. And then this needs to be on the raid one. It does definitely say raid. Good. In fact, no, we need to stay in here. No, we don't. We need to go back to OBS. Not OBS. StreamerBot. The Alien Yapping Doctor is who we are here for. I see what you did. I'm one of those people that needs to have hands-on to learn. I can watch videos, but if I don't do it myself, it will sink in. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm exactly the same. Yeah. A lot of the StreamerBot stuff, I sort of learned the fundamentals from messing around and then went from there. Some of this, like, credit to Artemis. She did help me with a little bit of this because I had never messed around with the OBS controls. So I didn't know how to do the OBS stuff. Like, I didn't know that you could... So this bit in OBS is updating the text that appears on the alert. I didn't know you could do that, for example. I knew you could hide and show the visibility. I also didn't know that you could add transitions, like this swipe transition, built into OBS. So Artemis did help me a little bit with that bit. It's a team effort. Okay. So raid. The raid sound is... Well, first of all, we need to actually... Raid text. So this needs to be TTV raid. But this needs to be, obviously, the Minecraft raid sound. What else? Is that in here? That's not in here. Alright, we need to get that sound then. Let's see. Is it on this website? I'd be surprised, to be honest. Whoops, that's Warcraft. I saw craft at the end and was like, yes, this is what we need. I don't even know which one it would be in. Maybe just Minecraft. Raid. In fact, it would be a horn, wouldn't it? Nope. Yeah, none of them are in there. I mean, I can get it from the game itself. Instead of going through this website. If necessary. I'm wondering, because it has like Update Aquatic in here, I wonder if it will have Villager Pillage. It won't. It has Villager's Nose, whatever that is. Is OBS being OBS-ed it? Always for Alien, hack the game. Yeah. Well, yeah, we might have to rip it out of the game itself. Which I've not done for a while, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Because from memory... Alright, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just do that then. We'll do that. I probably have the sound effects somewhere, to be fair, but... You know. What am I doing? Sorry, somebody sent me a message. I need to go to Version Switcher. Because conveniently, I have a Version Switcher that I made myself. And I can get the files from said Version Switcher. So we need resource packs. I believe it's vanilla. And then sounds. And then we need... Somewhere there'll be a raid sound. The hardest part is... Or actually, it could be in the horns sound now. Mob? You know what? There's a better way to do this. Raid. Okay, we have multiple different options here. I just want to open the path, not the file. Open file location. We have Raid Omen, Bad Omen, and Trial Omen. That's not the Horde. We need Raid Horde. Open file location. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to open a piece of software called Audacity. Hack the game, last part of the stream, fixing MC that mysteriously broke. Yeah. So this is Audacity. This is just a little audio editor thingy McDoodle that I use for things. I don't really use Audacity very much anymore, but it's helpful for getting audio files. So this audio file is in .fsb, which is a file format that I don't think I can read, but I'm pretty sure maybe it can't. I thought that Audacity could read these, but maybe it can't. Oh, yeah. Do you have to do it the weird way? Import raw data? That might be it. Can I drag this to here? No. Can I copy this to here? No. Really? Why not? Okay. We've got to manually go to that file path. This PC, local SSD. Where's program files? Program files. We need a version switcher. Versions. I mean, anyone will do, but we'll just go for the latest. Data. Resource packs. Vanilla. Watch this not work. Event. Raid. Import. Yeah, that's not right. I could just download it by this point. Let me try it again. Import raw data. But this time I'm going to press the detect button. Import. Yeah, you know what? Copy and paste file path. It's because it's not like on the selector. It didn't have that option. Yeah, so that's not working, is it? I don't think it's MIDI. No. Okay. How to import FSB file into Audacity. Oh. Never mind, you actually just can't do it. You actually just have to use an online converter. Okay, FSB to MP3 then. I'm not going to show this website because normally they end up having dodgy adverts on, but I'm just going to use a quick file converter website to convert this file to an MP3. Ideally at highest quality. Pretty please. Vert. Error occurred. Ah. How did I do it last time? Okay, you know what? Forget this. Raid Horde sound effect Minecraft. I'm sure my instance will work. There we go. That's... You know what? I should have just done it that way, honestly. Raid Horn. Problem solved. I don't know why I overcomplicated it. I was trying to get the highest quality ad block. I have a VPN on that has a built-in ad block as well. And I have an ad block, to be fair. But, it doesn't always work. And then some websites are like, oh, well, we're not going to let you do it unless you disable your ad block. And I'm like, well, that's not very helpful, is it? But whatever. Okay. Play sound. All of that literally just to press this button. Raid, delay, and then hide again. All right, so now if we do a test raid.
Can I ask if this entire establishment is a practical joke of some kind?
Yes. Yes, I do. They're always overcomplicating TheAlienDoctor. It's because I get a bit OCD sometimes about trying to get the highest quality thing. So if I'm like, if I can get it from the game itself, then that is literally the highest quality, option. But, sometimes you've just got to take the hint that it is not going to happen, I think. Okay. Robert is playing Blood Walk On. I wondered whose walk on that was. Okay. Right, I believe I've done all of the alerts. So now, if somebody were to follow, sub on both YouTube or Twitch, cheer bits, you know, whatever. If somebody was to do something that would require an alert, that alert should play. Hopefully. So now we need to move on to the overlays. So we've done the alerts, but the next thing we need to move over from StreamBot is the overlays, which is this bit up here that says all the latest follows and subs and all of that stuff, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to do similar, and we're going to make a new scene called overlay. And we're going to put it in caps, because that's my system. If it's in caps, it means it's an embedded scene, which means I'm embedding that scene into one of these other scenes. Don't question the system.
Inhale, alien.
It's a questionable system. Do not inhale. Yes, I don't like to be inhaled. Okay, and then so you guys can see this, if I go to Java, I'm then going to do scene, and I'm going to embed the overlay scene into the Java scene and transition so that it's definitely updated. There we go. So now, if I were to add something, for example, let's say I added some noise, you can see it because it's in this embedded scene, as you can see. Okay. In fact, we need to do overlay-java and overlay bedrock because they're different. My Java overlay is at the top and my bedrock overlay is at the bottom because of the chat positions. I just literally just typed in the same thing. Overlay bedrock. We'll do the Java one first because that's the seed I'm on right now. So what we need to do is we need to get image, and we're going to add -ttv overlay top because it's at the top. We're then going to go back to my custom stream thingy madoodle, and we're going to get the we want TTV. So we want Twitch upper left, and that's going to put that on the screen. That's my little overlay. In fact, let's hide the current one. Let's hide the current one. Boop, boop. No, you two. There we go. Does that look right? That blue doesn't look right to me. Compared to the old one. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I need... Oh, I bet it's because it's... Okay. That's because of the opacity, isn't it? That's not ideal. If I do the... Ooh, hang on. Maybe that wouldn't work. No. Fair enough. Although... Yeah, that's changed something, but it's not correct. Okay, let me try the PNG version. Okay, that has worked. Okay, we'll just have to do the PNGs and not the PSDs. That's fine. Oh, that actually got me as well. I moved my mouse over here to my other monitor to check Discord. So you very much got me there. Okay. This bit's a little bit annoying. Because I'm going to have to add on text as well. Wait a minute. I just realized you can't actually see what I'm doing right now. Because I disabled studio mode. I needed to make it big so I could see if it was working. There we go. Okay, so on this overlay then. Whoops, let's hide you. Overlay Java. This is going to be a bit annoying because I need to add text. We need to do -ttv latest follow. Oops. Latest follow text. All right, this font needs to be Stream Elements. I have 2 fonts that I use for everything, and I can't remember which one I'm using for which. In fact, I will know if I just re-enable it on here real quickly, because I will recognize it. Okay. It needs to be this one. It needs to be bold. And then it needs to, we'll just put a temp.
Oh, flippity gibbets!
Did I?
Alien! The smeg fliggity ploopy pants to you too.
I agree. TCV follow. And then there we'll just have the username. Let's put in temporarily TheAlienDoctor. This font's all in uppercase anyway, but we want it all converted to uppercase. And then we also... In fact, no, we don't add a shadow on here. Then we need to make it small and basically fit inside of the box. Which is just there. The problem is it's not going to snap. So it's actually going to be like really annoying to center it, isn't it? Let me add a display capture on this scene. Primary monitor. There we go. Because I could do with disabling studio mode. Oh, wait, that's going to get it. Well, does this work? It kind of works. In fact, here's how we can center it. If I select both of these and make both of them bigger. That's not making both of them bigger. I thought that would work. Okay. See you, Silent. Have a good day. To be fair, that looks pretty centered to me. Do you think that looks centered? There's no, like, easy way to do this. It could probably go this way a little bit more. Looks good there. Alright, let's leave it as that then. And then we're going to copy and paste it. Well, we actually need to duplicate it. And then this is going to be latest subtext. And then this bit's going to be text. And then this, we're going to edit the transform. And we are just going to move it down. That's the width. Sees? So, oh, jeez. Hang on. Edit transform, width, copy, edit transform, paste. It's the Y that we need to move down. Can the 2 items be grouped for scaling? Yeah, that would actually probably be how you do it. Quite possibly. There's something else we need to do as well to make sure it doesn't go off the screen. In fact, let's try this. Let's try what you said. We're going to do new group. We're just going to name it group. And we're going to put all these inside the group. And then we're going to make the group bigger. There we go. I appreciate this is going to look like just extremely strange for you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Well, we're fixing OBS stuff, you know. What were you really expecting? Alright, I think that looks right. And then I need to hide this for a second because... I mean, I could always do it off camera again, but it's hard having this in the background. We're used to your streams being different. Thanks. You know what actually I could do? Is I could make the stream small and then I could see it properly. But I feel like that would be annoying for all of you. So we're not going to do that. I was promised Minecraft. Can we have some Minecraft? You'll get some Minecraft soon. Expecting 95% OBS repairs, tweaks, and 5% of the hope of MC building. You'll get some Minecraft, but it may only be 5 minutes. I mean, yeah, I don't think... I was going to play some games with some people, but I don't think they're around tonight. So I've actually just got nothing else to do but this right now, so I thought I might as well go live. Chief Apprentice of good ideas at your service. I like how you've not, like, gone for Skyfire's role. At some point, I want to get, like, custom icons for the follows and the... That says text. Sub. No, you can't have it. It's Minecraft, not Minecraft. I see what you did there. We all know how it is. If he doesn't fix this now, he'll never do it. That is extremely accurate. Well, actually, something like alerts I'd probably fix, because that's a bit more... Like, I was doing it before I started streaming, and then I was like, you know what? Let's do it whilst I'm live. Some people just do all of their OBS stuff whilst they're live. And I'm like, wow. It's a lot of confidence. Still waiting for the day when UFO SMP members will get walk-on sounds. Anyone could have a walk-on sound. Or do you mean like a generic one like the farmers and TB? Gary, welcome on in, playing your blurp walk-on. How you doing? All right, let's go for image. Then we're going to go for YouTube. And then we're going to go supporter bar top. We're actually gonna YouTube upper left. We're actually gonna do the same one here. Just gonna rename that TTV supporter because that's its proper name. Technically speaking. Oh, okay. New problem. I've made it so big it's off the screen. Hang on. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, jeez. I really did make it big, didn't I? There we go. Made that scale. Perfect. Always Longhorn. The problem is with UFO is there would be too many people to do that to. I'm waiting for a raid to be surprised with what they're going into. I'm sure some people I knew were streaming, so there could be a raid. Unless they go for somebody else. Was it Val live or is he finished? Oh, actually, you know what? I've just looked at my follow list and it's so small, I actually don't know who I'm going to raid into. So hopefully some more people will get streaming. Otherwise I won't have a raid. He's finished. He has finished. This is true. This is true. I just checked. I checked the Twitches. Okay. Let's get on with this. Stop distracting me, guys. Oh my gosh. YouTube. In fact, we actually need to YouTube supporter. Because I think the groups have to be unique names. Like if I go in here and try to add a group called YouTube, yeah. They're like universal. So I actually got to be careful with my names. You know what? We'll actually just... We'll get rid of the groups after... They don't really need to be grouped. Yeah, no, they don't need to be grouped. So we'll get rid of the groups after we've done with the, like, resizing. UFO, unidentified farming object. That's a pretty good one. If you didn't want to be distracted, you wouldn't be live right now. This is extremely true. This is extremely true. That is actually exactly why I went live, because this was boring. Also, I need you to understand, so for context, if you haven't seen my Discord, I had my final deadline for university for this year, my second year due today. So for the past couple of weeks, really longer than that, I've just been working on uni stuff by myself. I was doing it with a few people for a bit, but the main person I was doing with is ill at the moment, so I've not been able to see them. So I've just been working on my uni stuff by myself with the companion of music. So I didn't want to work on my stream stuff by myself as well. And at the time, I don't think anyone was in VC. So, yeah. I was feeling lonely. Yo, Alien, I've been working on uni stuff too, all by myself. All by myself. Welcome on in. I hope your uni stuff is going good. As I said, I've finished mine today, so my second year is officially over. Thankfully. This semester, year 2, semester 2, would not recommend. Year 1, semester 1, great. Year 2, semester 2, oh, I cannot wait until I get to fill out that module evaluation form. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Here I sit in VC alone, happy to have been seen, thanks. At the time when I went live, you weren't. I don't think. I'm in year 3, semester 2 of 5. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. My uni stuff of my life ago. Well, it's called uni for a reason, right? Uni means one. Ah. This is my second degree. Fair enough. Yeah, you fully chose that then. I mean, you know, anybody at uni generally chose it anyway, but you fully chose that. There is no... Can't feel too sorry for you. Alright. Let's copy and duplicate like this in the group. And then just another duplicate like that in the group as well. Excellent. TTV. So this is going to be YouTube, and then this would be latest follow. And then this would be YouTube latest member. I can't remember what the other one
Truly
would normally be then.
outrageous.
Geo, welcome on in. How's it going? What is this malarkey? I'm messing around with StreamerBot and OBS. Right now it's just OBS, but I have been doing StreamerBot as well. And we're going to go back to StreamerBot in a second. Alright, one moment, everything's going to go big again like last time. So I can align it properly. Don't question my methods. And then this needs to move down. Going down. Ding. And then this also needs to go. Whoops. Also needs to go down. The typical alien stream fixing OBS. Yep. Giant stream inception. OBS stream. It will be a Minecraft stream later, but right now it's an OBS stream. Infinite stream. I am the stream. Wahaha. Alright. These look centered to you guys. I think they look centered to me. And if not, then tough. Not tough. I'll look after the stream and probably end up fixing it if it's not centered, because that would annoy me. There we are. Okay, then we're going to take these out of the group, because we're only putting them in a group for that reason. And there we go. Beautiful. All right, so now... Oh, well, first of all, we actually need to change the text. So this is latest follow. So this would be follow YouTube. Oh, I've just realized something which would have been smart to have done before on the first one, so I could copy it over, because I've got to do it on each one. Oops. Okay, so there's something else you can do with text on here, where you do transform, edit transform, and then you do bounds, maximum size only, then make sure it's aligned to the left. And then this is where you can basically set the maximum size so the text adjusts depending on how you want it. So if somebody's username is too long, then the text will just get smaller to compensate. So we're going to have to remember that our maximum size is 585, and we're going to have to put that manually onto all of them because I forgot to copy it over originally. Maximum size 585. Right. Hey, who came in? Hey, Combi, how's it going? Are we implemented the UFO command? Not yet, not yet. Maybe. Was it 585, did I say? Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to do some sort of community challenge with the bits or something with that. Make people work for it. Not bits, sorry. Channel points. I'm not going to make you pay. Yeah, channel points. All right. So what I've just done there is I've set the maximum bounding size. So if I were to write some more text in here, as you can see, the text just gets smaller. It's a little trick I learned from Artemis. So now what we need to do is actually make it so it does not say the Alien Doctor, because it's not what we want. To put it simple. So, the way we're going to do that is we're going to go back to StreamerBot, and we're going to go into our individual events and actions for the individual stuff, basically. So, we're going to start with, what's at the top? Follow. So, we're going to go to new follow. And in here, we're going to add
there it goes.
A sub-action. Secret tunnel. Blurps are working. Blurps are working. Thank you for the blurp copy. So what we need to do is we need to do set GDI text, and then we need to select the why isn't it there? Oh, because I'm on the wrong overlay. Java. And we need to do latest follow text. And the text is going to say square bracket TTV follow, and then it's going to do percentage user percentage. So now if somebody were to follow, it should update with that. If I press this button,
subscribe to TheAlienDoctor.
Perfect. It's going to update to that. Now the only thing is it's not going to update.
Oh, flippity gibbets.
Trying to get the old torture jump scare.
Fliggity ploopy pants to you too.
The only problem is, that's how I say hi to Eve. We had any stream with blurps. Fair enough. The only problem is it's not going to update when StreamerBot isn't open, which means it won't update when I'm not live. Which isn't the end of the world, I guess, but it would be nice. But I don't think there's really a way. That'll be something to look into in the future. I'm not going to do that on stream because that would be extra. Anyway, we're going to copy this in and move it out of here. In fact, no, technically it should be in there because it's part of OBS.
You're so mean. Ow. I hate you so much. I hate you so much right now. Ah!
Wait, I just realized I did it to the wrong thing. That needs to be subscriber. This needs to be follow. Wait, I did do it right. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I know what I'm doing. Do I? Wait. No. The weather outside is frightful. The fire is delightful. Since we've no place to go. Let it snow. No. Let it snow. No. Let it snow. No. Okay, that's right. I take it back. I know what I'm doing. I love how like my music in the background of that clip is always just kind of going crazy. It seemed to be like very loud, and that's the first thing I always notice with that clip. Latest sub. Let's see. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now we need to do... That says YouTube follow. Really, that should be YouTube sub. Well, it doesn't matter because we're about to fix it in here anyway. New subscriber. We're going to paste, drag it into here, and we're going to do latest follow, although it needs to be sub because that's how YouTube works. Okay. Follow. What is this? I could sit down and figure out Streambot waiting for calls and little to come home. They're in the ER after little birdie's figures in the cubs. Oh my gosh, so sorry. Hope everything turns out okay. Jeez. Well, if you need any Streambot help, let me know. I could also attempt to answer any questions. Follow, which is actually subscriber, which is this one. Follow. Whoops. Follow.
Subscribe to AlienDoctor.
No, it's not follow, it's sub. I literally just said sub. And then switched it to follow.
Subscribe to AlienDoctor.
This statement is false. I will need help, lol. It's all foreign language to me. Fair enough. If only you knew somebody that occasionally knows what he's doing. It's not super chat, it's member. Member, and then this needs to be latest member. Okay, so here's my other question then. On this, it's asking us to select the seed and the source to update it in. So if I copy this text into my Bedrock seed, which is a different seed to what's selected, and then do this again, does it update the text because it is technically the same source? It does. Okay. Burn Pay is my least favorite pain to house, or is anything? Yeah. My local place turned them away as they were closing in 2 hours. Just told them to come back in the morning and take paracetamol. What? Yeah, that's... Does paracetamol even help a burn? I am not a medical expert, but I feel like the answer is no. There we go. Did I duplicate or copy the text? We're just going to do that again. Because it needs to be a copy, so it's the same source. I feel like I actually did do it right. That still says YouTube latest follow. That used to be YouTube latest sub. Perfect. I just realized you couldn't see any of that. I keep forgetting that I have to make sure that you guys can see everything. It's kind of an essential part. Okay, there we go. The place was empty. No patients waiting to be seen. Wow. Closing in 2 hours. How long do they think it would take to just put 2 hours of cheese? I mean, isn't that the classic doctory thing to do? Take aspirin and call me in the morning. Not ideal. Calls will be making some calls in the morning. He literally could have their job. Oh, wow. That's awkward for them. Okay. Let's see then. So, this needs to actually be moved to the bottom. So we need, that's the Twitch one. So that needs to be at lower left. No, but it can't be the PSD. It needs to be the PNG. The PNG, if you will. And then this needs to be YouTube. And then what we're going to do is we're going to group all of the text together. Because what I should then be able to do is, yeah, bulk move the text down so that the spacing is the same. If they'd have known who he was, they wouldn't have done that. Yeah. That's not great. He's a 10-year-old. I'm very cross right now. Understandably. Understandably. Sorry, I'll stop. It's okay. Feel free to get your rants out. I have definitely had rants. I know a lot of folks are burnt out and stuff here. Sure, if you're open, you're open. Yeah, you know, you gotta do your job at the end of the day. All right, that looks about centered. So then that actually should be much easier than what we did last time, because we don't need to do the streamer bot stuff because that should just carry over. So just to confirm, if I do a new member, then it updates on there. Perfect. Friends, if you're listening to your rants, please feel free to tell us. Yes, exactly what Gigi said. So if I go to my Bedrock scene now, I still have the old Twitch one there. Not old Twitch one. Older stream elements one there. If I... Why do I even have these here? This is a mess. If I delete all of those and then do new scene, overlay Bedrock. Oh yeah. And delete this. Delete this. Bedrock. There we go. Look at that. Alerts need to be at the top. So they should be above everything. Overlay should be reasonably near the bottom. But not in that group. There we go. Then make sure it's the same one here. Perfect. How did he burn himself? Instead, they're waiting in the main ER in the city. 2 hours now, photos have been sent to the Birds Unit's protocol. I freaked out thinking it must be bad then, but Cause is confident that it's not that bad, just painful. How did he burn himself? Poor kid. I'm so impressed Cause is able to wait till tomorrow to induce a fissure? I don't know that. In somebody's rectal passage. He's a common person than I am. Yeah. They were cooking flatbreads in cubs. He touched the pan, I think. Aww. Aww. I'm totally stealing that phrasing. Yes. Yes. Well, what we can do... No, we can't actually. These can't be in groups, can they? Yeah, there we go. That works the way I have it, I think. Honestly, I think he just wants him sorted out before he stows stuff into a fan. That makes sense. Okay. Oh yeah, I've not got the VTuber running, by the way. Apparently I've also not got my uptime timer running. Sorry, let me just reply to a message. Da Vinci. So many people have messaged me. Just glad it's not Friday night, so it shouldn't be too long, but he's going to be too tired for school tomorrow, even if he feels okay. He used to work at the ER, so he's good under pressure. Oh, you got me with the I'm not even looking at Discord. Like, this isn't even Discord messages, and you still got me. Okay, you know what? There's an ad actually. Perfect time. Let's just cut to an ad break. Pew. I'm back, and I've replied to my messages. This is excellent news. Okay, we are getting extremely close now to having everything that I wanted to be done. Because we've done the overlays in the corners. We've done the alerts. But we still need to do the caption thing because that's a new problem. What did I miss? Poor little thing. The kid has an inset day tomorrow because it's half term next week. So we can put them down under the illness code without being a problem for attendance. Oof. Welcome back. Clearly you're far too popular to have messages. Clearly. This didn't used to be a problem before I went on break. Jeez. Alright, this is my stream deck. We're going to switch to my other stream deck. And then this is the scene that I use for streaming. In the stream deck. In fact, we don't even need that. We need to go back to the plus. This button is what I use. No, this button is what I use to start up the stream. So when I press this button, it starts up all of the stuff that I need to stream. So it starts OBS, it opens the music app I use, it starts StreamerBot, it actually changed the GoXLR profile, which we don't need anymore because I don't have a GoXLR. It opens SpeakerBot, and it opens my VTuber, which I'm not using right now. So for those of us who don't stream, is streaming really this technical, or are you just being a nerd? Mainly just being a nerd. So like, what I'm doing, there are other things you could use that are easier to do. Like easier to use. A lot of it is like I want to have a certain level of control over my stuff, so I don't have basically so I can rely on as few stuff as possible, if that makes sense. And also some of it you just like actually don't need if you didn't want, to put it simple. But yeah, so when I press this button on my stream deck, it opens up all of these. We need to make a new one, which opens a website. The website is going to be the captions that I'm using. Open it with the default browser. And then what we need to do is we need to actually figure out how on earth we do the stream deck integration. So we're going to copy the base URL and hope that it doesn't leak it. Because if it does, then well, I guess all of you will have my stream deck thing. And then for some reason the GitHub isn't loading. There we go. Go to your dashboard and HTTP tab. That's exactly what that says. Paste. Error, no action found. It's interesting. Let's regenerate URL and copy. Well, hopefully that works. Okay. Oh, I see. We need to add question mark start. Yeah, I actually can't show you this because it'll leak. Question mark start equals. Yeah, that didn't work. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Okay, that's something I'll look at after stream, because that's actually reasonably complicated. Just briefly hide the screen. Well, I have 2 monitors. I have 3 monitors, in fact. But we'll worry about that at the time. I actually need to sort out my stream deck, because I still have some, like, extra buttons I don't need. Basically, I have 2 stream decks. So I have extra space now. And I can't decide which one to put stuff on, is the problem. Okay, but that's that. What I want to do is just buy 1 big stream deck. But that's a future purchase. 3 monitors in my imagination is just like the guy from Minority Report, just moving stuff around. I took a photo of it recently because we were sharing setups in TB. Let me show you it because I intentionally moved everything that was doxable. I believe. Maybe. Meeting chat. Let's have a look. Alright. Do a quick search of the desk. Oh, I do have Discord open on the stream. On the screenshot, even. Although I don't think there's anything really there that would be an issue. Okay, we're gonna open. Audio setup. Whoops. Audio setup. Here it is. I got my 3 monitors right here. And then my laptop, which isn't normally there. I just put it there for the photo. To be honest. Yeah. I've been working on making things smaller. It needs a bit of tidying. Got my microphone here. Shure SM7DB. My triple monitors. Speakers. 2 stream decks. My audio interface. This thing here is a USB switcher, so I can press that button and it switches between my Mac and my PC. For my headphones and my microphone, so I can talk on Discord on my Mac without having to turn on my computer, which is quite nice. And then this is just... In fact, I'm not going to show that angle. But there was an alternate angle. I'll show this one, though. This is my cables. For anyone interested. They could be worse. They could be worse. Spaghetti. I think we may actually be finished, you know, in terms of the OBS bit. I actually think we're quite possibly finished and could go on to playing Minecraft. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else. I've done... That's the problem. They need 3 screens. Fixed it. Only if you want it to be more efficient than it currently is. You could run the government with 3 monitors. If I had so sorry, I have a 3rd screen. You're the biggest nerd I've ever seen, which is intended as a compliment. Thank you. You can run the government 3 monitors in one single Excel spreadsheet, I'm convinced. Yeah. I feel like I should comment. Why are all the blurb redemptions not automatically ticking off? That's weird. There we go. Alright, I haven't logged into Bedrock for a while, so we'll see. In fact, no, there is something else I need to do on my stream deck first. Do you remember how to play Minecraft? Nope. It's going to be a fun adventure for both of us. Both of us? All of us. I have this button, which hides overlays. It should really be called Hide Overlays. And it hides my overlays. But that it's probably all... Yeah, all of these seeds now, or sources now, don't exist that it's hiding. So let's redo that real quickly. Also, it only works for my Bedrock bit, I think, not my Java. Okay, so what do we need to hide? We need to hide Minecraft Bedrock, hide Twitch widgets. Oh, well, actually, first of all, it would be chat overlay. Then it would be Twitch widgets. Then it would be other. Then it would be overlay dash Bedrock. Oh, I guess we just don't need these. So if I now press that button, it should have hidden everything. If I type a message in chat, yeah, chat doesn't appear on screen. That has indeed hidden everything. Perfect. So now I need to actually make them appear on, you know, so that they show on stream, which is just a case of copy, paste, some reason Control-C, Control-V doesn't work. That's annoying. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And then this would need to be show, 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 show. Press that button again. And they will pop back. This is a test. Only a test. Indeed. We'll see how the uni is done, so I need to figure out Minecraft out again, Doctor. Yeah. Yeah. The reason I need... In fact, let me also show you this screenshot that I took. And I was about to say need. I definitely don't need 3 screens. It just makes things very helpful, easy, convenient. Whatever word you want. This is roughly what my screens look like when I'm streaming. So these are my 3 monitors. I don't know why the screenshot is so low res. I guess Discord compressed it. The middle one obviously has Minecraft on. The second one has OBS on, which is a 4K monitor. And you can see inside of OBS I have built in my Twitch and my YouTube dashboards, so that I can see those without having to have a separate browser open. You can also see I've got my own like recording canvas here and the streaming canvas here. So I've got quite a lot going on within OBS, which is why it has its own monitor. And then this one has streamer bot at the top, the chat here, the event feed here, the chat here, and then my music here. And then that's also like when I open Discord, I also open it on that monitor there as well. So yeah. Are these all set to show? They are. So then what I need to do is do copy paste, and then this needs to do the same basically. So this needs to be chat reversed. Copy paste, because this needs to be for Java. Twitch widgets, because I have a Java seed and I have a Bedrock seed. Copy paste. Minecraft Java, other, copy, paste, which is this Java overlay. So then that'll also hide everything on Java. Now we need to show everything. So we're gonna paste these in again. And then just select show. Then if I switch to my Java seed, which I haven't been using my Stream Deck because I've been clicking everything. If I then press hide overlays, and then show. Perfect. So, a quick tech question here for tech users. I'm in another stream and I have no text box being displayed to type chat. Okay, here, I'll have to open Twitch to show you. But here is exactly how to do it. This is only if you're on like a PC, by the way. I don't know if you're on something else, I'm not sure. On Twitch, let's pause this for a second before it gets crazy. If you press this button, it collapses the chat. So you need to expand it. Is this button, it will be in the top right. It will have a little arrow on. That's what I'm assuming you've done. If not, I don't know. I just look at my laptop screen, but recently was bought a desktop monitor, so I'm upgrading to one. Are you going to use both? I was going to use one screen. You should use 2. So with, I have like a little adapter that I plug into my Mac, and it plugs in my my headphones, microphone, and one of my monitors, so that I use my Mac screen and my main computer monitor. And honestly, it's so good. Like, I used to just use my Mac screen for because I use my MacBook for all of my real life work, and I used to just use that screen, and it's yeah, it's so good. Would strongly recommend. Okay, I've just had a thought. Let me copy this, and then because the problem is that's always going to be on Bedrock. Is that doing it for both? Not really. Oh, you know what? There is other stuff I need to do. I need to fix my nodecraft thing real quickly. Hang on. Like, I can operate on one monitor, don't get me wrong. Not for streaming. For streaming, I strongly think that you need at least two. Like, you can make it work with one and, like, your phone or something, but you need a second screen, even if it's not a monitor. Yeah, that's doing that. So on my nodecraft, I can get rid of this. In fact, it would literally just be that he's doing. Can I just copy that and paste it here? I can. Then if I press that button, let's try that again. Boop. There we go. My little nodecraft advertisement. Let's have that on a bit longer. Excellent. This could do with having the nodecraft logo then, though. So icon from file. Brand assets, would it be? Nodecraft. Partner kit. Oh my gosh. Logo nodecraft. Standard? Logogram? There we go. Perfect. This. Let's copy this. And then we're going to delete all of these. Except for two of them. Because we need to... Basically, the other thing is, on the very rare occasion where I'm streaming Java, my Stream Deck isn't set up for both. So... what I'm doing right now is just making sure all of my Stream Deck works for both Bedrock and Java, because I have two like separate scenes for it, if that makes sense. So this needs to be Java, and then let's just delete these, and then re-add them, and then this would be show, and this would be show. Then now if I press show, we'll just do display. Then that will hide my display or show my display. Perfect. There are infinite reasons to add an extra monitor. Is always worth it. Join the club. Yeah, the thing is, if you have access to one, then just do it. My prediction at the start of this holding: 95% OBS stream tweaking, 5% hope of seeing some Minecraft. Well, you can technically see the Minecraft. Okay, these all work fine. This I haven't used for ages. Let me see if this still works. I'm not even sure if I have the button. I do. It does still work. But I press that button to hide it. I haven't done that for so long. See Minecraft enough for it to be the hope. Okay, I think we're good. I actually think we're good. I actually think... Oh, no, hang on. One more thing. In the queues, we need alerts. I need to make sure... What is blocking? Okay, let me spam something real quickly and then see if it... Yeah, that's horrible.
This is a Twitch cheer trigger test Uni 42. This is a Twitch cheer trigger test Kappa 42.
Can I pause?
This is a Twitch cheer trigger test Charity 42.
I need to enable blocking. So in OBS, sorry, in StreamerBot with actions, when an action is run, it goes into a queue. If you enable blocking, then it doesn't run everything in the queue at the same time. It waits until the next thing's finished. So let's do that with a follow, so we don't quite have that.
Subscribe to
If I do
Alien
3 of
Doctor.
those, it's now going to do 3 of those in one go, if that makes sense, instead of like just spamming them.
Subscribe to Alien Doctor.
Wow, now audio feedback, nice. You're welcome. So there we go. That's what we needed to do.
Subscribe
So
to
we should be good
Alien
now.
Doctor.
There we go. I was looking at this seed. No, I don't even know what that is. I was looking at. Nope, that's a random world. Okay, now I am confident. Let me update. Just chatting. We need to update to Minecraft, and I'm also going to update the title on Twitch to Minecraft time. MC, so close. Yeah, I've just joined a random world. I think I was testing something, and I needed a random world. If I go to all seeds, all biomes. Yeah, so I found this seed. It's been circulating social media a little bit, so you may have seen it. It has every single biome within 1,000 blocks of 0, 0. On Java Edition, it also has every single structure. Now, I've checked, and on Bedrock, it unfortunately doesn't. It doesn't have a woodland mansion. The woodland mansion is actually quite far away. Yeah, minus 5,000, 13,000. So, you know, the mansion is quite far away. But I'm pretty sure, like, I know it has an outpost quite nearby. Which one is outpost? Pillager outpost. That's quite nearby. That's within 1,000. I know it has a village. I haven't checked the stronghold, to be fair. That isn't, to be fair. It's not far, though. I don't know. So, yeah, this is just a cool seed. And I really want to do something with it. Does it have a desert village? I haven't checked. I don't even know if you could get into the specifics of the type of village, but I'd be surprised if it has every type of village. I think it's just a village or maybe a couple. But yeah, I want to use this for something, and I have been toying with the idea of starting a forever world, which if I did, a seed like this would be perfect. The problem is, I feel like I already have a lot on, and I want to do TB. So like, I don't know if starting a forever world is a good idea. Is my thoughts. But there's something about playing single player and just having your own world that's yours and also having it forever. And I know that like it might not actually end up lasting forever. I might just get bored of it. But the intention of having it forever is quite nice. So yeah. That's where I'm at. Although, I did always say, if I did a forever world, I'd want to, like, restart in different areas. And this seed has everything within 1,000, so restarting in different areas would be hard. That's what I have, Alien. It's my camel tunnel through the mountain in my bedtime bell with all my stuff. What, this exact seed? This is a cool cave. Look at this. This seed has got some cool caves. I don't think I've done a cave base before. A forever world? Oh. Yeah, that's what I mean. And then maybe like if I get bored of playing by myself, I could open it up to like patrons and YouTube members or something. That's always an option. Badlands for 3 maps in any direction. It was just the world I opened first. Fair enough. Yeah, this has got Badlands. I don't know, it is just something I've been thinking about. I don't think anything will come of it, and it certainly won't soon, because I've got other stuff to do, such as TB and, you know, other stuff that you may or may not see. We'll find out if this seed holds out and includes a sulfur biome too. Hey, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. Maybe that's what I'll do in time for the new update. I'll start a forever world. We'll see. I don't want to stray from TV, though. Alright, let's see. We're in the shopping district. Last time I was here, I was recording a Truly Bedrock episode. Believe it or not. Because my game feels super quiet. Because I was working on a shop. We're not going to do that in this episode, in this stream even. Because I don't know where I am with the recordings and I don't want to ruin anything. So we're just going to do the usual and do some building. Strike me as the sort of person who would start with the idea they want it to be perfect, then get annoyed it isn't how they want. I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good at sticking with things. So you got to first get rid of the idea that it has to be perfect. No, it's more like, what, with starting a forever world? How about a scene with a village on a lake with a hole in the bottom down to deep slate and an ocean one? Yeah, I've seen that one. You started messy. The issue isn't that. The issue is that I am a busy person and that I have Truly Bedrock as well. Right? So, like, I don't want to stray from TB and that ruin my plans on here. But then the question is, am I being fulfilled by TB right now? And, like, honestly, I'm not sure if I am. But I also don't want to start a new season because I want to finish my stuff. So I think I actually just need to get on with it. Forever World. Well, yeah, but I've been thinking about Forever World for a while. I don't know. We'll see. I think part of the reason TB isn't fulfilling me, and when I say TB, it's actually just an issue of Minecraft in general, is because I've been so busy that I haven't, it's just not been something at the front of my mind. I don't know. But also, like, motivation, there is some level of, like, I know that I'm gonna lose all this eventually. I don't know when, but at some point the season's gonna end, and then I won't, you know, all of this work I'll have put in will be gone. So clearly the solution is a Truly Bedrock Forever World. I don't know. I can't see a Forever World SMP doing very well, though. Like, I don't mean on YouTube, I just mean as an actual server. Forever Bedrock. Because, you know, people want to do stuff differently, right? And with a Forever World, it's forever. I would do that. You would? You can't see my facial expression right now. But it's one of curiosity. Maybe that's what I do. I do have a spare server right now. Make it. I tend to get schematics on my... Yeah, well, that's what I used to do. But then I lost my old... I had an off-camera Forever World where I got schematics of my old bases and put them in. And then guess what? I lost that Forever World due to an issue with my old server host. However, I'll tell you what. That issue with my old server host meant that I got to get to... meant that I got to get Nodecraft Partner. So it kind of worked out at the end. A solo SMP. It's a little inside joke with some of the Farlanders that I cannot explain. You know how long I've been building my city? Exactly. Well, an on-stream chat overlay that I can actually read. What kind of voodoo are you doing here? Maybe you haven't been in my stream for a while, but this has been in the last few. I mean, I haven't streamed in a while, to be fair. But, you know, this is interesting. This is, you know what? Any of my content creator friends, anyone on Firelands or TB that is in the chat, would you be interested in joining a SMP that lasts forever on Bedrock Edition? Like, also, to do that properly, you can't have any add-ons. It would have to be fully vanilla. Would that be a thing that interests people? I just don't know how it would work with other people. This is my problem. Forever's a long time, guys. If you know, you know. Yeah. Can I say yes as a viewer? You can say yes. Yeah, would people be interested in watching that? But I just don't think I might. The problem is I don't know how it would work with other people. Okay, I need to get some blocks so I can build at the same time. I might be tempted. I just... Wouldn't solo be mutually exclusive to SMP multiplayer? Yeah. I wish I could explain why this is so funny to me, Cam. That is... Yes. Yes. That is essentially the joke. But there's a specific reason why it's so funny to me and Gigi and others as well. Whoops. I don't know if Giol knows the context of that one. Nah, it's just solo with backup singers. I can't explain why that's funny, but it's funny. And it's not like there's extra context like behind the scenes. Maybe one day, you never know. Anyway, I would enjoy something like that even though I wasn't invited. Well, that's the two options. It's either a creator thing or I do it, and then I get to set the rules. And then I just invite like patrons or something. Which Cam is now a patron. Thank you so much, Cam, for becoming a patron. If you're interested in being like Cam, then check out my Patreon, I guess. Can I hit up Farland's Discord, Francis? You can if you want. You can if you want. I can't promise that I will follow through on them, but you can if you want. Alright. Baked potatoes. You have an SMP. You don't play on it. Yeah, but it's not forever. It's on Java. Oh my gosh. You kill one and then another just appears. What is this? Mitchie makes a point. The thing about UFO SMP, and I apologize if I haven't made this clear, but, you know, after the first month, I wasn't really planning on playing on it long term. And, you know, that's nothing against any of you guys or the server itself. It's just, you know, I'm Bedrock focused, first of all, in terms of content. And I kind of need to make content for the SMP to exist, right? Like, you guys all know me because I made content. So if I didn't make content, you wouldn't be here. And ideally, the SMP would grow. The other thing is I also need to make content because Nodecraft, you know, host the server for free. And I would like them to keep hosting it. So there's also that as well. There's also that aspect. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, and obviously, I mean, you guys have seen how little I've streamed. Like, I don't have time to making content and also play on a server for fun. Is the unfortunate reality. Will this new world have BVC? That's an add-on that it could have, to be fair, because it wouldn't break it if BVC... Like, if mob heads broke, for example, then we'd just have a ton of broken mob heads. Which is why I wouldn't add it to a forever world. But voice chat, yeah, no, that's fine. Bedrock, Alien being haunted by wandering traders. I used to have a series of YouTube shorts taken from my streams where I would kill wandering traders. So maybe they're coming back to get me. Perhaps that's what's going on here. Alright, so I don't think I've done any more of this cliff since the last stream, which was stream weekend, by the way. And I forgot, I'm on this really annoying bit to do. It's a fun inside joke for the SMP, the UFO, but I've kind of taken one of the codies of the world since I'm a regular there. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm happy for, like, you know, to step in where needed, but I'm also happy to, like, let you guys... At the end of the day, I'm not playing on it, so I'm trying not to interfere too much with decisions. You know, eventually there'll be a season 4, and then I'll play for a bit on there. Get it going. Because it is nice, obviously, to hang out with you guys as well. But, like, long term, you know, I kind of got to be here. Sorry. Stream elements. Oh, no. Whatever will we do? I really don't want to do this cliff. Like, this top section's, I just have been finding really tedious to do. So I just don't want to do it, basically. Nobody's forcing me to. Completely decided to do this of my own accord. In fact, it wasn't even part of my original plan. I was just like, yeah, you know what? Custom cliff, let's go. It's exactly what we need. I found myself not enjoying vanilla gameplay as much. I like building farms and utilising mechanics uniquely, but there haven't been a lot of mechanical changes in the last few updates. It's mostly been cosmetic changes, but I have been fun playing on the featured Soulsteel server. I still haven't tried Soulsteel, so maybe I should at some point. That could be interesting. I have heard positive things about it, so maybe I'll have to give it a go. But yeah, I get what you mean. For me, like, I feel like there's still so much stuff that I haven't done in Minecraft before. Which is weird because I've been playing it for so long. Like, there's still so many farms that I've never designed or even built somebody else's design, for that matter. That, like, it still feels new enough. I think where I'm starting to just struggle is... 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. As I was saying. What was I saying? Yeah, I think my problem is two things. Number one, like, it's hard for me to hop in and out of a world and take extended breaks from a world when I know that world is going to end eventually. Like, TV Season 7 will end eventually. Don't know when yet. And I don't think it's going to be soon. But it is going to end eventually, right? You know, that was the plan since day one, and that's fine. And seasons should start and end. Like, I know I was just talking about a forever world, but I think for the format of this sort of SMP, it makes a lot of sense. Like, that's not my complaint. Like, it's fully a me problem. That I just know, like, I have an extended break from the season due to real life stuff, so I end up missing out on stuff that I can do. And also missing out on time of the season. And then kind of just coming back into that's hard when I know that eventually it's going to end and it's almost like having to play catch up, right? Because, and it's not even comparing myself to anyone, right? It's not even like having to play catch up in the sense of, oh, everybody's so far ahead of me. Because they're not necessarily. It's more just like the knowledge that I could have done more if I just had more time, as stupid as it sounds, because it's fully out of my control. Like, to be entirely honest with you. Maybe not fully, but it's almost entirely out of my control, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I have other commitments that have to come first. So I think that's one part of it. Obviously also, I mean, I've talked about this loads, so I'm not, you know, I won't go into it too much, but there's also not a lot of people around TV right now for one reason or another, and that's fine. It's just, I don't know, like season 6, particularly towards the start, was such a great time because everybody was super hyped to both both start the season and also sort of get TB up and running after it had, you know, been on break for a little bit, aside from obviously the TP winter stuff. So that was just a really good time, and everybody was like making content and videos and playing on the server all the time, and it was just really fun. And then obviously this season, for one reason or another, you know, it's fine. It hasn't been like that necessarily. That's not a complaint, like anybody, to be clear. Because, you know, I'm included in that category. I don't know. It's just a different vibe. But that's just life at the end of the day. And also, if we're being entirely honest, before I joined TB, and before I joined the server I was on before TB, which I was only on for a couple of months before I joined TB, I used to play on a server that was about as active as TB is now. Like, the server that I used to play on for, what, 21, 2, 3, for approximately 4-ish years of my YouTube career, for lack of a better word, that SMP was as active as TB Season 7. So this isn't new to me. It's, you know. If anything, TB Season 7 is actually more active than that server. That is how single player like that old server used to be. And that was fine, because honestly, I just needed a place to play that occasionally had other people so I could make content. But also, you know, times have changed. I'm a different person, I would say. And, you know, I have other stuff going on in real life. That mean YouTube is, and playing Minecraft in general is less of a priority. I would say it is in your control, but you've wisely chosen IRL commitments over in-game ones. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You know, I mean, you've got to at the end of the day. Finished. I have no clue what that was in context to. Sorry, I was rambling. Soul Steel is like size of time, but several different dungeons connected by an intermediate world with player and weapon leveling. Yeah, that is pretty cool. I should give it a go. I normally do with those. I can't remember why I didn't. Didn't it come out like as a similar time as Legends last season or something? Legends is so fun, by the way. I can't wait for the next season of Legends, whenever that may be, because it's actually like... Legends reminds me why I enjoy Minecraft. I think that's the best way I could explain it. Legends actually just reminds me why I love Minecraft. And why I've been playing it for as long as I have. So fun, yeah. So I can't wait for whenever that may be. I might need somebody that's better than this, better at this than me to come and like fix this. I feel like this bit's really bad. Well, I know how much you like parkour, so yeah, I think you like it. I do genuinely like parkour. I don't know if that's with sarcasm, because I know a lot of people don't. But I actually do enjoy parkour. What comes after dirt and cobble? Air. Grass, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing is, like, I've talked quite a lot about my next season base. I don't think I haven't said what it is actually. I haven't. I don't think. But I've talked a lot about the plan, and well, not the plan, because I've not said what it is. But I've talked about the scale. That's what I'm trying to say, and how big my base next season is. But also, like, I'm not genuinely just not sure if I can pull something like that off, and so maybe it would be better suited to Forever World. So that's also where my head is. Like, I really, really want to do this on a world, but I have no clue if I can pull it off on Truly Bedrock. Like, maybe that is where I see if I can pull it off on TB next season. If I can't, then I copy it into a world, and that world becomes my Forever World. Like, maybe that's actually just what I have to do. That's not a terrible plan, you know? Because I want, like, my base next season, I want to be the biggest and bestest base that I have ever constructed, I think. And I know the size of a base does not necessarily equal how good or bad it is. But shush. This one will be good for other reasons, not just because it's big. Okay, I was curious if where you'd stop building or if it would go up higher. Yeah, no, it's just going to stay like this. I don't think I'm going to put a fence on it or anything. I need to add some glow lichen, which I don't even think I have any of, to stop these guys from spawning. Is anyone... I didn't even check if anyone's on or not. Ooh, what is this? Oh, is this the party stuff? You got the world? What's the difference? Because this also shows your... Whatever. Whatever, I'm not going to question Minecraft logic. I was being sarcastic. We all know that alien bounce. Ah, this is true. This is true. This is true. Something about it makes me want to do big things that won't last, and it's okay. Yeah, for me with Legends, it's just try and get as much as possible out content-wise, really. Like, the way I did it last season was so good. I was so happy with the way last season was going. And then Bedrock Edition decided to screw us all over and do those updates. And then so I spent ages developing my version switcher, which I'm now too scared to release instead of making content. So, like, yeah, Minecraft fully ruined Legends for me and also a lot of people, I think, to be entirely honest. H Free Fan, welcome on in. How's it going? Yeah, I think Mojang and that update just ruined Legends for a lot of people, which is a shame. It is what it is, though. It's one of those things. It's not within our control. Hopefully they don't do that next season. Again, whatever that may be. Because then I shall go all in. Which update? It was the one where, on Bedrock Edition, where if you moved your mouse, the cursor would go off the screen, and then you'd click on stuff off your screen, and it would just throw you out of the game. It was that update. How many people died because of those bugs in Legends? I don't know if anybody died from it, but it was definitely, like, an issue. And then the other thing is, you know, I had uni at that time, and from memory, that was getting very close. Hey, Ruse, welcome on in. Never had that problem. You were one of the lucky few. How are you doing, Ruse? From memory, that was also right where my first semester deadline was coming in. So I was also playing on Legends and feeling incredibly guilty every time I did because I had work to do. This is the other problem. When I have work to do, I really struggle to, like, play Minecraft or play any game because I just feel really guilty. And, like, it's not healthy, so I'm kind of working on it. Because, like, you know, I can't just be working constantly. But, you know, it's not ideal. But the thing is, it doesn't stop me from doing anything. Like, I was messaging somebody earlier about how, like, I finally finished uni as well. And they finished a couple of weeks ago because they're on a different course. And it was like, great, we could do all the things that we were already doing and just not feel guilty doing them now. This is excellent news. That's literally what it is. But equally, I burn out if I never chill. Same. Same. Alright, we're getting to the end of this bit at least. This is where it needs to start going down. Don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know how I did it on the last one. You know what? We'll just leave that bit for last. We'll just go to the other side. we'll just start from over here. Be like, yep, that's a problem for another day. I was wandering around Legend Season 3 last night, oddly enough. Some fabulous builds. I love that. I love just wandering around. A controller user says Roos. Nice. Well, normally not nice, in my opinion. But in the case of that update, nice. I was pretty close to playing on controller until we found that workaround. I do that all the time. I love wandering around old worlds. And at this point, I've been on enough that I do forget about them now. So it is quite nice. Going on memory lane, basically. Secret tunnel. Thank you so much for the blurb. Corvatic, welcome on in. How you doing? Yeah, it is. I'm definitely a nostalgic person in real life and in Minecraft and games. I love having a little wander around, you know, whatever world I've been on before. I do it a lot. Joe would have laughed as she'd watched me trying to find a base in the secret tunnel. Nice. That blurb was well timed then. Yeah. Especially because for me, like, almost... Hey, Val, how's it going? This guy still streams. I know. Would you believe it? Especially for me, you know, almost like all of my recent worlds, and when I say recent, I mean the last few years, have literally been on YouTube or on, well, or on, you know, made content, right? All of my recent worlds from the last, like, really since my channel has started, have, aside from like a couple of exceptions, I've all made content on and have all been like a part of my channel. So also, like, I can go back and watch my old stuff, and it's like a captured moment almost of what my life was like back then. As weird as that sounds, because, you know, I'm not normally talking about me or about, you know, what's going on IRL, but I can remember a lot of my videos. I can remember recording them. You know, don't get me wrong, I'd have to like watch it back first to sort of have that memory. But I can still, like, you know, I can't just like think of a random video and then think of a recording on the spot. Like, I have to see it first. But I can think about like what was going on a lot of the time, and you know, and that sort of thing. And it's just a nice reminder of like what life was like. Or sometimes not a nice reminder. Sometimes it's like, nice, I'm glad that's not a thing anymore, you know? is only an illusion. It is only a part of your imagination. It is only an illusion. See, I don't know. That's just a nice little reminder that I found myself having. Also, I just thought, now that I'm actually doing Minecraft, let me open the VTuber. I was only not running the VTuber because I was doing the OBS stuff, but I finished the OBS stuff, so I'll run it. Although I've got to open Steam, so give me a minute. I also need to stretch, so I'm going to do that at the same time. Is GG still in the chat? Back to stream tweaking? No, just launching something. That's why not really. Oh, there's that break. I need to get some water anyway. Alright, whilst that's launching then, I'll switch the beer back and I will grab some water whilst you guys are in ads. Alright, see you in a bit. I have returned. The longest trip ever of getting water. Camera on. Calibrate. There we go. If I switch back to Bedrock Edition, we have a VTuber. I also have water, so I can finally mark off Cam's redemptions. Thank you for that. You did another one as well. And I also brought some biscuits because I was getting hungry. So I'm also going to eat those at the same time whilst we chat, because why not? Okay, I'm fully back now. Totally not eating at the same time. Boop boop. Boop boop. I'm not trying to get me with the Discord ping. What was I even talking about? Did I finish what I was saying? I have no idea. Why is that such an overhang? Oh, we're out of dirt. Whatever will we do? Still, like, Zach brought me loads of dirt and other various assorted materials. We're pretty close to having this cliff done, you know. We've done that bit. We've done all around here. And around here. We're getting close. Then what will I do? I'll need a new stream project. I'll have to come up with something else. I feel like the VTuber keeps shrinking. I don't know if anybody else gets this or if maybe I just like it bigger. Maybe that is a little too big, but I feel like it keeps shrinking. I don't know though. Bring the UFO command back. We'll give you something to build. No. It will come back. What I will say is it will come back eventually. I just need to decide how. Because I really don't know how to do it properly this season. Also, I feel like the music's quiet. Does it change as you lean towards back? It does. It does. But I haven't moved the camera and my chair is the same that it always is. So I'd be surprised if that's the issue. Oh yeah, it's actually going to be harder for me to make the music louder. Might be able to go like that. That's about as good as we can get. Oh man, that was not the plan. That was not where I was aiming. I'm gonna try and take off in the water. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. Do I have any resources left down there still? Probably. Oh my gosh. Let's fill these in whilst I'm here. Oh yeah, well I have, those chests for a start, which actually have some mildly good stuff in. That one less so, but ooh, stone. I mean, I'll take the stone. Need that right now.
Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Oh.
Cobby, thank you so much for the bits.
Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one. I won a crop circle. Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one.
Yes. Maybe. Yeah, so I have loads of copper down here, which I've got loads upstairs. Ooh, more stone. Take that. Don't mind if I do. We'll actually need this deep slate later as well. That's actually helpful. I have stuff down here that I actually need, would you believe it? That I was literally going to have to go and collect, I think. That's nice. Good job I checked. Thanks for the bits, Combi. What are you in charge of, says Val? Did we decide to make Val in charge of reminding me to enable the captions? Basically, the captions plugin I'm using on stream has to be manually enabled every time so it can record my voice. Or not record my voice, although it might be recording my voice and sending it to the government. Who knows? That was me, says GG. Did we say you? Who? Was it you? I don't even know who's in charge of reminding me anymore. That's how badly it's going. Val was the one in charge. Oh, you didn't say me. You said that was it. Remember that time, GG, when I streamed until like 1 AM because my parents weren't home? Well, that is on the old server. That is exactly the situation that we're in right now. And to be clear, like, when that happened, and also same as today, that's not because you know, I'm going behind their back or anything. It's because normally it would be too loud for me to stream that it would wake them up. But they're not home, so I have no one to wake up except for my brother, who is far enough away that he won't get woken up. It's not 1 AM yet, it's midnight, but we're going in there. I don't know if I'll actually go till 1 AM because I'm kind of tired, but I'll definitely go for a bit. Captions are mostly accurate? Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because on the old server that came before Farlands, what Farlands originally was, when I was still on it, I did a stream. And it was like, at the time it was the longest stream I've ever done. Now it isn't. In fact, how long have we been live? Oh, only 3 hours. Only 3 hours. Rookie numbers. At some point, I still want to do a 6-hour stream. Today was not the right day for it. But maybe I'll do a 6-hour stream at some point. I need to do some very specific timing for that though, so that I wouldn't have to like break for meals, which would probably mean doing it into the night. Anyways, thanks for the fun, everyone. Gotta run. I have valuable things to do, like drive home and eat supper. I hope you drive safely and enjoy supper, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks for hanging out. Nintendo 113, welcome on in. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. The stream where I keep falling into water. Pretty much. Alright, we're definitely getting to that point of the stream where I'm running out of things to talk about. So if anybody has anything that they would like to hear my thoughts on, any questions for me about, you know, YouTube or like the TheAlienDoctor or real life stuff to a certain degree, as long as it's not, you know, too personal, then now is the perfect time to ask it. Good, how are you, says Nintendo. I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. How did you get into this awesome server? So TB is invite only for content creators, so I just made content for 4 years, I think. Wait, how long? Yeah, for about 4 years, and then eventually they noticed me and invited me. is the easiest way to explain that. If you do !TB, it will give you some more information where you can also join our community Discord and check out some of the other awesome creators that are on this server. every time I do this, all I can think about is the extra space we're gaining. Like, I know in this bit it's only a couple of blocks because obviously the cliff comes out to here. But like, even just to have these extra couple of blocks on the island is actually going to be so helpful, because I think, like, don't get me wrong, before we started doing this expansion, it was big enough, but I think the expansion has, like, secured it definitely being bigger now. Like, especially when you look at, like, where is it? This side. Like, the original island ends with the stone. Like, all of this has been added in afterwards. I think, did I add a layer underneath or something? Maybe it hasn't. Is that solid? Yeah, maybe it was a little bit bigger than the stone then, but still, it wasn't. Like, all of this bit, this is all, oops. Nope, that's the wrong button. All of this bit is all added in, for example. Do you know of any other Bedrock creator recipes I could apply for? Nope, sorry. Most of the good ones aren't really applications. Most of the good ones are invite only. So I would just suggest making good content as much as you possibly can. And eventually you will get noticed. I did it for 4 years. So it's if I could do it, anyone can do it. Alright, it is about midnight, and I did actually say that I would go until midnight anyway. So I think I'm gonna end here. I started my channel, obviously I'm still trying to get the editing down. There are loads of YouTube tutorials and stuff that you can check out, is what I'd suggest. It is definitely a learning curve, but you know, it's one of those things. Once you figure it out, it opens a lot of doors, you know. Oh my gosh, I forget that the CEO of Twitch literally just streams. But maybe I won't end yet. Maybe I'll carry on for a bit. I'm very indecisive. We'll carry on for a bit. Eat some of the cake. And hop into bed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright. Where am I going? Over here. Okay, this bit's a little bigger than the others, which I don't think is an issue. But it is a thing, nonetheless. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm getting tired. I'm going to end now. Before I get too tired. So, let's have a look at who we can raid. Because there's a couple of Farlanders on. So we have options. Let's see. Rest that eye. Well, I'm going to join VC, but that's less tiring than streaming. Let's raid Ron. Because right now, Ron has less viewers. It keeps fluctuating between Ron and Iron Knight. But I feel like I haven't raided either of them before. I definitely don't raid them very often. But let's raid Ron. Right, if you're on Twitch, then we are about to do a raid to Ron Bent, who is a friend of mine, another great streamer, content creator person, playing on the Bedrock Farland server, which is another amazing Bedrock Edition content creator SMP that I'm involved in a little bit behind the scenes as well. He was in the chat earlier for a bit. He's just gone live. He's only been live for 9 minutes. So yeah, let's send all of you guys over there. If you're on YouTube, make sure to click the link to join the stream manually. And then thanks so much for coming back to me after taking such a long break. I have greatly appreciated it. It's been fun. Hopefully I'll do some more streams. Make sure to join the Discord to stay up to date with everything as well. That is the place to be. Thanks for stream, Alien. We've missed you. I've missed you too. Not you specifically, because I've seen you quite a lot in BT, but everybody else. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Glad to see you streaming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I will see you in Ron's chat. Wow, thanks. I've seen you. All right, bye.
You walk into it.